Good morning, Buck fans. Welcome to another Bucs Report post game. I hope you guys doing all right today. AJ turned up in the house. You know, as always, check me out on Bucs Report, The Aftermath, 102.9 Game Broad Street South Radio with my co-host Slick. I hope everybody's morning is good. Man, we're already into Christmas already, guys. Basically, December. Damn, the year has gone by fast. It's gone by real fast. Eric, I try to let you get up there and talk in a little bit, my man. Thanks, though. Thank you for joining. But yeah, December. This is the most important month of football. This is where good teams show up and they close. But before we even get into that, I hope you guys enjoyed college ball. Damn, it was crazy this weekend. Everybody was out there disrespecting. I loved it. Ohio State, Michigan. You had the Gators, chomp, chomp. Put belt to ass to the Florida State Seminoles. Everybody was wilding out this weekend, and I love it. I love rivalries. I don't care. People can say it's childish, but that's what a rivalry is supposed to be like. And for future teams out there in college, for you young guys who are going, if you don't want anybody putting a flag in the middle of your stadium, how about you win? You got to go out there and stop them from doing that. Don't get mad when it's all said and done. No. You should have went out there and did and made sure that they didn't do it. But anyway, let's get back down to the Tampa Bay to December. This is the most important time because this is when good teams find ways to close out on a strong note. This is hopefully around the time where health is benefiting players. This is the time where coaches start to go into their bag and say, hey, remember these plays that we were saving for December and January? It's time to unravel them. It's time to open it up. It's just time to get into to really stay focused. And that's what the Bucs are going to have to do today. Now, I'm not here to tell you that this is the end all to be all, but let's be real, Buc fans. This is a game that the Bucs should run away with. You're playing a bad team. You're playing a team with no direction. You're playing a team that has less talent than you. You're playing a team that is dead last in allowing rushing yards. You're playing a team that has yet to that hasn't had an interception. You're playing a team where they benched their quarterback and they had all the quarterback drama. You're playing a team where Adam Thielen is their best receiver and his good years are way behind him now. You're playing a team that really, again, they don't know what they're fighting for. They're just fighting for livelihood and employment, which can be dangerous, but so are you. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you have a chance today to go out there and be 500. You have a chance today to say, all right, we're back to being a solid team. I won't say good yet. You're back to being a solid team. And this is your moment. This is your moment, Bucs, to get out there and make it happen. There's really not much to articulate here. It's very simple. You get out there and you whoop on the team that you're far better than. Let's just start on the defensive side. Just get out there and whoop ass. Simply do this. Your job today, Bucs players, your job today, Bowles, is to simply make Bryce Young uncomfortable. Aggressive, ruthless, strike first. Get those early 3 and outs. Load the box. Keep Schubert Gubbert from running because this is a run-based offensive team. The Panthers want to get a rhythm on offense. This is what they want to do. They want to establish the run. They want to get Bryce Young in a rhythm where they're going to be using short dink and dunk passes. So be prepared for short passes. Be prepared for screens. Be prepared for those type of short, shallow crossing route plays, because all they want to do is have Bryce Young not hold the ball too long and get the ball out quick. And what does that mean, Bowles? That means you cannot go back to the old-fashioned cushion coverage. You have to leave that shit. This right here, this ain't going to cut it. Bowles, there's no reason to play this type of coverage against the receiving core that the Panthers have. You have to leave that shit alone, Bowles. You don't need that anymore. And you have your starters back, so it's no excuse. I'm telling you what I know. Again, they want to establish the run with Chubbard. They want to short pass their way down. They know that Canales is very aware that he doesn't have the weapons to march down the field and score at will. No, they're going to want to take as much time off the clock as well to keep Baker Mayfield in this offense off the field. So when the Panthers defense gets out there, they're fresh and they can pin their ears back and get after the quarterback. I just gave you the blueprint. I just told you what they're going to do, Bowles. You should already know this. If I see this, I know you can see this. It's simple. It's very simple, Bowles. Load the box. Load that damn box. Play man pressure. Press jam. I don't want to see him close and then running. I don't want to see that. I want to see Dean and Zion just straight bullying these damn receivers at the line of scrimmage. Why is that? Because it's going to allow Vita Vea. It's going to allow Kancey, who was balling, to make things happen. Let's just talk about Kancey for a second. Kancey, I think, is almost back into his full NFL conditioning form, which is why he has been looking spectacular. Against the Giants, the man was everywhere. Against the Giants, he was just all over the place. He was moving the line at will. I'm very happy that Kancey is making these strides, because I said this before in the beginning of the season with Coach Slick. I said the guy that I expect to have a breakout year is Kancey. And right now, I said this is my hot take. I think Kancey is going to break the 10 sacks and get to 11. That's how confident I am in Kancey, because Vita's presence, we already know Vita is the dog. We know that. But Kancey is taking advantage now, which in so much, it's actually helping Vita Vea get one-on-ones, because we don't usually see that. How many times can we all say we've seen teams willing to go against Vita one-on-one? But the Giants had to, because Kancey was out there wreaking havoc. So with Vita, Kancey, Golston, Gaines, we got a solid defensive line. And I truly think with Vita and Kancey, we know Vita is going to command double coverage. And yes, the Carolina line is decent, but they're not great, just decent. They're probably the best thing of their offense. But I truly think that Vita and Kancey are better. And by that, they're going to have to double Kancey or Vita at least a few times. And hopefully that means Yaya. I truly think when Kancey and Vita are dominating, I think that's when Yaya can get out there and take advantage. I think Yaya has that potential. I honestly feel like if the Bucs get into the playoffs, that's when we'll see Yaya come to life. But right now, that front seven, I think Yaya will be able to. Of course, he's good at stopping the run. I think Yaya will be able to get after the quarterback if Vita and Kancey are out there dominating. Britt, we already know. Again, load the box. Britt is good at stopping the run. He's explosive when it comes to that. Levante David is going to be Levante David. We already expect that, which shout out to him. He should be a Hall of Famer. If Kuechly gets in, Levante definitely should. we already know if Levante played on a more popular team and the team was better, he would have gotten recognition. He just didn't have. He just came at a time where the Bucs were at one of their lowest in their franchise. But that shouldn't go against Levante. Levante always did his job. Now let's get over to the other side, because from what I've been looking at, don't quote me, but it looks as if Joe Tryon-Shoyinka is not going to be starting, which most people would say, okay, yeah, that actually might work in our favor. Why do you say that? Because I want to see what the other guys can do. Now, I know Nelson more than likely will be the starter, but these are the type of games, because this team is a bad team, that you want to get your younger guys involved. You want to see what you have out of them. You want your rotational players to help as down the stretch. Again, December is a very important month. We want our team to be healthy. So allowing your rotation players to come in, that shows not only you have depth, but you are also showing that you believe in these guys to go out there and make some plays. I want to see Broswell. I want to see what he can do, because I keep saying this and I'm going to keep telling you, I think Broswell could be a problem if the Bucs get into the playoffs. Because remember, guys, a lot of these young rookie college players, they're not used to playing so long. Usually they have 10 games during the season, and they might get to some playoffs and here and there or play for some bowl games. And even with the bowl games, they usually have a few weeks to recuperate. No, you want these guys to mentally understand that, hey, we still got 4 or 5 more games. So that also means I got 4 or 5 more games to better myself. I have 4 or 5 more games to understand the speed of the NFL. I have 4 more games to hone in on my craft so I can get better. So that's what I want to see out of Broswell on that side. I truly think Broswell does have the potential, but he can only do so much if you only let him stay in a few plays. He needs to get at least 10 to 12 snaps. So I truly want to see that. I want to see what Broswell can do. We have to. Against Bryce Young, if you can't go out there and do something against the Panthers, then Broswell, then I don't know what to say. So this front seven has the potential to be really good. This front seven, I do think, can handle this Panthers team that, again, is not that good. People, don't allow the Chiefs game to blind you. Let's be real. The Chiefs' strength of their offense is their interior alignment. The strength of our line is our outside. But also, the Chiefs hasn't been offensive. They're not offensive juggernaut. They don't have those pieces. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs, and let's be real, they've been very lucky. I wouldn't even be surprised if the Chiefs lose the first round of the playoffs. So, and their defense is good. Don't get it twisted. But that was an off day. And they still won. And even when I was watching that game, I was never truly in fear of the Chiefs losing. I just said, oh, they'll find a way. All that time left. And when Mahomes ran, you could clearly see the Panthers were just out of it at that point. Yes, they got to him a few times early, but look at how the Chiefs just played the Raiders on Friday. Oh, well, big deal. Chiefs are not that. Look, the Chiefs are not who they are anymore right now. That's to be determined. So for all you people out there who are saying, well, look at how the Panthers hung in there with the Chiefs. Do you forget the Bucs did the same thing a few weeks ago? The Bucs took them to overtime, actually. And the Bucs actually had the chance to beat this team. If the Bucs more than likely would have beaten this Chiefs team, one, if they would have went for it for 2, or if Bowles would have played more man coverage. Again, this is what killed the Bucs against the Chiefs and the 49ers. This shit right here, this cushion coverage. There's no reason to play that type of coverage. So realistically, that is what killed the Bucs. The Panthers, yeah, they were just a bad team that hung around, overachieved, and now they're going to be back down to reality. This Bucs defense is going to be a lot more aggressive. In my opinion, if I'm the Bucs, this is what Bowles you should do. Again, the secondary, load the box, play more man coverage. We don't have ladies and gentlemen, Buck fans, we don't have JPP and Shaq Barrett anymore. We don't have the type of pass rushers that can get to the quarterback like that, and we can rely on our secondary to do their part. It is what it is at this point. Yaya isn't JPP. That's not to say that he can't be, but at this moment, we got to look at the reality, folks. We don't have the type of defense where we can just drop back in the zone coverage and our front four is always going to get there. That's not the reality we live in. Which is why I think if the secondary also plays just as aggressive and plays man coverage, I think the front seven will get there. I say this: if the Bucs play at least 50% man, the Bucs will get between 6 to 8 sacks against the Panthers, because Bryce he doesn't have the experience yet, and we don't want to give him confidence. If we allow him to get confidence, then he will start making plays. But if we are constantly going after him, if the Bucs are constantly flustering him and making him make bad decisions, he's either going to have to run or throw the ball away or eat the sack. Pause. That's the whole thing. Is we do not want Bryce to feel that he is in this game. You can mentally take him out like that, just like it's nothing. That is what I'm saying, Bowles. You have to be aggressive. Dean and Zion are good enough to where they can handle the type of receivers that the Panthers have. I'd play a lot of man early. The reason why I say play man early, because we get those 3 and outs early. If you get the 3 and outs early, that puts the Bucs offense in the position where they can get better field coverage when punts happen, and they're going to take care of business, because at this point we already know the Bucs offense right now is large and in charge, and they're handling business and they're making things happen, and they give us hope that we can make a run in the playoffs. So the Bucs defense, I just need you to be average. You be average today, you get 5 sacks. If you play super aggressive and you really put yourself out there, then I can see between 6 to 8 sacks. This is really a simple game of we're better than you, and we're going to close the door, and we're going to put you out there. We're going to put you out of your misery early. So what we want to do is see our starters being removed by the beginning of the fourth quarter. That would bring joy to my heart. So that is what I'm trying to say on this defense. Be aggressive. Be nasty. Load the box until they beat you out of it. Bowles, you got to get over that Rams PTSD. The dude has said this before, and I'm starting to agree. Maybe, Bowles, you're thinking about what happened years ago against the Rams. Yes, us Buck fans have never forgot about it. But at this point, you got to let that shit go. You got to let that shit go, and you got to move on, and you got to understand that this is a new era and a new day. And if you want to make shit happen, you got to get out there and change it up. Do not worry about getting beat deep. If it happens one time, oh, well, you can adjust, and you can always go back to your cushion that you always like to do anyway. Remember, Bowles, to be quite honest, you're in the same position with this team that you were a few years ago, minus Shaq and JPP, of course, but you have an offense. My point is you have an offense that can back you up now. Remember, guys, Bowles used to take a lot of risk under Arians. Why? Because we had Brady, we had Evans, we had a squad, we had an offense that can get shit done. Well, look at it right now. We have an offense that can get shit done. So don't worry. Take those risks today, Bowles. Swing for the fence. Your offense will bail you out. You just got to do your job. And that is all that I want to see from this defense. That is what I want to see. If we do that, the Bucs will dominate. Again, Chuba Hubbard is good, but he's not Derrick Henry. He's not Saquon Barkley. He's not Montgomery. He's not Gibbs. Mind you, the Bucs played all of them. Yes, Derrick Henry went off on us, but early we had him, but that's because we stopped. We took our foot off the aggressive gas. Your Bucs team can hang in there with anyone if they just decide to play right. That's all we're saying. Chuba Hubbard should not be dangerous to you. He should be the priority of, hey, we'll take care of him. Load that box. Load that damn box. Take him out. Defense, I just want you to be aggressive. I want you to be ruthless. It's okay. You can do that. Bowles, I want you to get these other guys in rotation. I want to see what Watson can do. I want to see what Broswell can do. I want to see other people help out this team. And I know I'm going this big ass rant about the defense because Buck fans, let's be real. We were happy that what we saw with the Giants, but we want to see that trend continue. What we don't want to see is the Panthers hanging in there with us. Let's get to these comments because I know you guys. I appreciate you guys with the staying in here. Several teams with similar records as ours that we need to stay ahead because unless we win the division, we may need help again. And that's right. The Bucs have the potential to win out. Now I get it. People are like, "What about the Chargers?" I'm not really worried about the Chargers. Their offense is okay, and right at this point this season, Mayfield is better than Herbert. That's another thing to think about. The Bucs literally have the best quarterback for the rest of the schedule. The Panthers are grabbing their nuts and feeling themselves the last 2 weeks. That's cool. You know what we can do? Kick them in the nuts. That'll stop that. Yeah, I said that before, Chris. You're right. They do have one of the worst defenses in running. So at this point, we're going to get to the offensive side. We're going to get there. I just had to get the defense out because that's the most important shit, to be quite honest. This offense will handle themselves. It's the defense that we all want to hold accountable because we know how Bowles can be. I don't have belief in the Buccaneer team either, especially with all the injuries they have. Disappointed me, just like my Buckeyes have football for the last 4 years. Hey, man, Buckeyes, it is what it is. But this is the Bucs. The Bucs will be all right. I understand they have hesitance and cause for pause, but we ain't Ohio right now, man. Ohio just gotta tighten up on their own. It sucks to be a fan. The suck. Yeah. Let's see. We got some other people. We've been on the wrong end of several games this year. Atlanta twice, KC, 49ers, perhaps with Godwin and Evans, we would have won a couple of them. Oh, absolutely. Look, the Bucs have Evans and Godwin. We beat Atlanta, we beat Kansas City, and we beat 49ers. But if you think about it, it didn't have to be that way. Our defense is what lost those games, not the offense. So if our defense would have just been average, we would have won. That's why we're so hell-bent on I'm hell-bent on holding Bowles responsible. You're playing inferior teams for the remainder of the season for the most part. There is no reason, to be quite honest, no team for the rest of this season that we play should put up more than 20 points. Seriously, nothing more than 20 points, to be quite honest. And yes, we held Barkley to 60. Yeah, exactly. I'm not worried about this offense. That's why, guys, I've been spending the last 20 minutes talking about the defense because we already know what to expect from this. We want this defense to continue to play at the same level they did against the Giants. This is the Panthers. They have nowhere to go. They have nothing. Get in there and put your foot up their asses. Belt to ass. And that's what I'm expecting today, to be quite honest. I just want to see the secondary. I want to see Bowles go in for the kill early. I want to see Bowles up. We got the dude coming in here who's about to spit some good shit. Let's get ready, guys.
What the hell am I so small for? Oh, too much of that shit. Hold on. We're going overboard with the intro. Yeah.
What's going on, dude?
Hey, sorry to interrupt you, man, but I was out there planting our flag pregame at the Carolina Panthers field. Come at me, bro. Try to stop me. Ain't nothing but disrespect going on. Fuck the glitter kitties. Fuck Dave Canals, you one-hit wonder motherfucker. Here we come. Chuba Chubba, it don't matter. Hubba Bubba, it's all going to be chewed up on the field this week. Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield. He's coming into town for more revenge on them stinking Panthers. Y'all cut the guy, and now you're trotting out another midget. A midget and a red-haired fuck. Bro, are we in the disabled line? Is this the handicap zone? What the fuck? All right, Buccaneer fans. Buccaneers are 5.5 point favorites in this game. Pound that. You know, like the Panthers say, keep pounding. They didn't realize we were talking about from bended knee. Good weather today for the game. Don't think we got to deal with any snow or any shenanigans like that. Dave Canales does have a little insider information on the Buccaneers, so expect him to scheme one way or the other against the Buccaneers with the knowledge that he has. With that said, Mike Edwards is coming. Antoine Winfield is coming. Unfortunately, KJ Britt's just breathing heavy, but that's a whole nother story. Look for Vea and Kancey to have a big day today. I expect 4.5 to 5.5 sacks combined between the two of them. Yeah, that's a bold prediction. I predict Antoine Winfield Jr. makes some kind of big splash play, a forced fumble, an interception, or maybe chasing somebody down at the goal line like he's known for.
Mm-hmm.
Offense, Mike Evans. Get your bib on, grab you a spoon, pour you some milk on these Carolina Kitty Flakes. It's time to eat, Mike. Mike, you're back. We love you. You still got that 1,000-yard thing right there within your grasp, but you need a breakout game in this stretch run here. And this is the team to do it against. Yeah, I know. Their pass coverage is better than the run defense, but J.C. Horn is Mike Evans' bitch. All right? That's just all there is to it. And JC, you got a problem, hit us up on social media. I'd love to get you on here and tell you to your face. And then I'll plant my flag in your ass. Okay? So lots of going down today. Lots of key games, Atlanta and the Chargers. We need San Diego to step up and knock them Falcons down a peg. You know, just so we can go to San Diego or play them. Yeah, I'm gonna keep calling them San Diego. Fuck that Los Angeles shit. It's the San Diego Superchargers. Buccaneers. Let me come up with a good one here for you, AJ. Buccaneers 42. Panthers 13. Buccaneers don't need to plant a flag. That's on their ship, and they're going to sail out of Carolina with a 500 record and a better percentage of making the playoffs. With that said, Joe Tryon Shoyanko, you ain't playing. That's okay. You haven't really been playing since you got drafted. I'm excited to see what this Bucs defensive line can do, not just against the run, but in the pass rush. Bryce can play ball. We're not going to argue that. What he can't do is see over a 6'4" person. So stack the middle, keep him in the pocket. Do not let him get outside. It's the same shit on fucking repeat every week, Bucks. Pressure the quarterback, keep him in the pocket, limit the mistakes, the big play capability. Quit jumping offside and doing the stupid mental shit, or I'm going to make you run fucking laps on Monday. You feel me? With that said, everybody, I hope you had a great Turkey Day. I hope you celebrated whatever the fuck you celebrate, but ate a lot of food, watched a lot of football. We are now coming to that point of the calendar year. Not only where the year is coming to an end, but real soon here, football fans, we're going to be on a 30-day straight streak of either college or pro games. That's what I said. A full month of nothing but fucking football, wall to wall. Not MTV's The Challenge, not some stupid shit on thank God it's TGIF Friday Network. Nothing from the CW, not wrestling, not soccer, not basketball, football, pigskin, the real man's game, the game of gladiators. And we're here for it. And that's why AJ's here for it. Now, you're probably asking yourself, why are we doing a pregame show for a 4:05 kickoff at 11:30 in the morning? Because we got fucking lives, bro. AJ's got shit to handle up there in the DMV. Shout out to the DMV Buck group who always holding it down up there in the land of plenty where people have more spray tan than common fucking sense. Again, we're rapidly approaching Santa and St. Nick climbing down your chimney and dropping you off presents. I want my shit early. I need a Buccaneer blowout. I need to be able at halfway through the third quarter to light up a fat fatty, eat a fucking brownie, and not have to worry about what the fuck's going to happen. I don't want to settle for field goals. I don't want a kicker on the field except for kickoffs. I don't want to punt. I don't want extra points. I want foot on neck and yuck in the backside, if you get me. Okay. Shout out to JT Olson, Devin Sanguinet, Carter Brantley, Jeremy Moreau, all the guys over there pumping out the content at bucksreport.com. Make sure you check out the Buccaneers big bet article today. You want a 6 fucking leg parlay? JT Olson's got you connected right there on bucksreport.com. It ain't hard. Type in Bucs Report, hit search, boom. You can get up to date on everything. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Blue Sky. Fuck Elon and Ellen and all that shit over there on the Twitter. But with that said, you can follow us there too. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Why? Because AJ and Slick be holding that shit down 24/7, 365. And last, but definitely not least, go to YouTube, type in "It's About Buckin' Time," and for you illiterate pucks, that's BUC''N. Okay. Hit the channel, subscribe to AJ because he doesn't just do pregame. He just doesn't do the aftermath. He's got videos going up pretty much all week. So go in there, pound on his fucking subscribe button, hit the like, hit the share. Make sure you also check him out on TikTok because he's owning TikTok. I mean, is there another Buccaneers account on TikTok? If there is, I don't fucking know about it. AJ, as always, man, looking swole. And in honor of Michigan's defeat over Ohio State yesterday, I'm going to start referring to AJ as the Swolverine. Hey, how you like that? AJ, see, the difference between AJ and most guys who go to the gym, most guys go to the gym. The gym goes to AJ, and that's how he fucking rolls here. All right. Pour your adult beverages, cook your food, barbecue, leftover turkey, ham, whatever the fuck it is. But at 4:05, when toe meets leather, it's panther hunting season, and we got the permits. That's all I really got for today, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate all the people who follow us, all the people who deal with our shenanigans on a daily basis. So I'm going to walk up off this thing, but I'm going to do it with a little bit of fun. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Good, because these guys are.
Be ready. Be ready for y'all. Be ready. Be ready.
We ready, as he always says. Dude always throws it down, y'all. Shout out to the dude who ain't scared to be rude. I told you. You call it as it is. But he's right. The Bucs have a lot to play for. And we'll get on the Atlanta Falcons and all that other shit later. But I was here because I want to talk strictly about the Bucs right now because we are the priority. But everything he just said, he put it out there. We've already talked about the defensive side. Let's go to the offensive side because Russ, we just said it. Panthers give up a shitload of yards to tight ends as well. Yes. And yes, we know about Evans. We already know. Yes. I said this too, Russ. I said I expect Mike Evans this week to get today to get 120 yards plus yards between 1 to 2 touchdowns. That was my prediction for Evans. But let's go to the basics. Let's go back to what the Bucs need to start off to do. Again, the Panthers are one of the worst teams to give up rushing. Pound the fucking rock. Run that rock. You have a 3-headed monster at running back. You have Bucky Irvin. You have Sean Tucker, Rashard White, Run the fucking ball. Our line is kicking ass in the run. It's no coincidence as when Luke Gedeke came back, this run just became unstoppable. Wirfs, you sit out, my man. We need you for next week when we play Crosby. We're not playing Crosby this week. School is doing just fine. So shout out to School for holding it down last week. Last time I checked, Baker didn't get a sack. So what does that tell you? This line is doing just fine. Wirfs, we need you ready for the stretch, my man. So just relax today. Just rest. You don't have to play. You don't have to play. School can handle them. But yes, run the rock. Bucky is a stud. We already know what hasn't been said about Bucky. The biggest thing about Bucky is he's not someone that is inconsistent. He has been consistently getting better. That is one thing that I appreciate about Bucky. He knows how to hit the gaps. He is very good with his vision, with his awareness. His maneuverability is really impressive. He knows how to fight for extra yards. He is good at receiving the rock as well, has good insight on how to hit the hole. He is just everything that we need. He's an explosive player. That is who I want to start with the ball because he also knows how to punish tacklers, defenders. That's what you want. I truly think that he needs to get at least 20 touches this game. Sean Tucker, he's another one. He's explosive. His acceleration is like that. I want to see him get at least 10 to 12 carries. He is also a weapon on the outside when receiving. You don't believe me? Go back to New Orleans and see what he did there. Then we also have good old dependable Rachaad White. We know he can run sometimes, but we know his strength is receiving. But I want to keep Rachaad White healthy as much because, one, he is the best blocking back that we have. But also, again, you want to keep him in the fourth quarter so he can use his speed to just gas out the defense. But run the rock. Run it until they load the box. And when they do load the box, you make them pay with Mike Evans, Otten, Sterling Shepard, Trey Palmer. I want to see rollouts. I want to see play action. So let's say if the Panthers start off with loading the box, okay, we're going to make you pay. We're going to do a rollout. We're going to throw that shit to Evans. And again, Evans doesn't have to always run go routes. Utilize him the way we did when we played the Giants. I want Evans for the first half, to be quite honest, to do nothing but short to intermediate routes because I truly believe he'll eat that way. I truly think if they target him at least 8 times in the first half with short to intermediate routes, he can get 60 yards or 70 yards off of that by itself because we know he's going to double. They might double him. Well, they have to. If they don't double him and they expect Horn to shut him down, then that's when you make him pay. I'm just going by if the Panthers are smart that they have to double Evans. They have to. They simply have to. But if they don't, then you make them pay. I want to see Sterling or Palmer actually step up because, again, guys, as this season goes along, remember, if we get to the playoffs, which I think we should, we're not going to be playing Panthers, Raiders, teams of that nature. We're going to be playing the real deal. And they're going to and we need another receiver that is going to be able to step up and help out Mike Evans. Now, right now, Slick and I both agree that Sterling Shepard most likely will be that guy. But I also want to see Cohen utilize this receiving core more. I want to see more crossing routes. I want to see them get the ball to Palmer and stride and don't make him a possession receiver. Hakeem Jarrett as well, Russ. Yes. I want to see Cohen get this ball around to everyone. I want to see him give these receivers an opportunity. That's how you build confidence and keep it simple if you have to. Otten is gonna be a dog. I want to see Durham get the ball more because, as we can see, Durham got some hands. I want to see double tight end sets where Otten is running up the seam, and Durham is out there running a shallow crossing route because he is so tall, or flip it, vice versa. I just want to see creativity. But again, I'm not truly worried about the offense. I'm very confident in Cohen. I'm super confident in Cohen. He's going to get it done. Offensively, yes, I get it. I mean, I get that they're saying that the secondary for the Panthers are better than their run, but either way, it won't matter. We're too good for them. So if they want to stop Evans, okay, then Sterling Shepard, Palmer, and Otten, make them pay. Go off on them that way. That is what we need to see. That is what we offensively. Again, if the defense just plays average, I don't want to see them going for field goals. So let's say if the Bucs are up 14-0 and it's a 4th down on the goal line. Go for that shit. Go for it. Don't kick a field goal, Bowles. Don't do that. Put this team away early. Don't even let them think that they're in the game, because I get it, 17-0 is good, but 21-0 is just really, that's when the Panthers just like, shit, we really don't got it, guys. We really don't have it. So that's what we mean, Bowles, by saying aggressive and being an assassin, a mercenary, a cold-hearted killer. That's what we are looking for. We're looking for you to show no mercy. Again, 17-0 is good, but it ain't. We want to see 21-0. Why do I say that? Because look at what we did when we were playing the Eagles earlier. Yes, we still won big, but we still could have made it even worse for them. That's what you want to do for this team. Let's say if the Bucs are up 28-0 by the end of the half, at that point, Bowles, the Panthers have nothing to fight for. They know more than likely the game is over. You can go out there and you still keep your foot on the gas, but now you'll get to the point by the 4th quarter that we're talking, that everybody wants to see. We want to be able to watch this game like we did last week, where we were just sitting back, relaxing. We were enjoying the game and not being on edge. And it makes us feel better because, one, that's what we were expecting. We weren't expecting to be like, damn, the Giants are so hard, man, or the Panthers are so hard. We want to watch this game doing the same thing, just evaluating. Of course, we'll nitpick the little things, but at the end of the day, we got the win, and we won with some emphasis on it. We won with authority. That's what we need to do today. Dude said 42-13. I want to see some shit like that. Hell, if you really want to shut me the hell up, Bold, make it 42-6 or something. Make it be like 42-9, where they don't even get, they have to settle for field goals to look relevant. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. Russ Miller is a wide receiver. He got nice hands too, because he caught quite a few. But either way, we want to see this Bucs team dominate early. Don't go for field goals early when you don't have to. Go for touchdowns. Hey, worst case scenario, if they stop you, they'll be at their own 4 or 5, and then you can get the ball back and score anyway. But you don't want to leave a sorry team like this hanging around. You just don't. And I get people are saying, oh, it's a rivalry game, and yeah. No. Damn that. This is simply just one team that knows where they're going versus another team that's just playing for employment. Bowles, you should really be wanting to stick it to Canales. If I'm Bowles, I want to teach him a lesson on, you see what happens? This is why you looked good, is because of what you had at your disposal last season with Evans, Godwin. Nah, I'm going to make you pay for that. Also, Cohen, I want you to go out there and style on him and see, I was the better one anyway. You know what? We're happy that you left. I got this run game in a top 10. You had they shit at 32nd. We were dead last year. Dead last, 32nd. Cohen should go out there and say, let me show you why I'm better than you by far. Handle my light work. We want to. That's how we got to play. That's how we got to get out there today. We have to get out there with authority, with intensity. We want this team to understand that you had no shot when you were done by 4:05. And then by the end of the game, you're done. We're cooking you. You don't mean shit to us. We can't stand your ass. Bryce Young, you ain't ready yet. Chuba Hubbard, keep him under 50 yards. Keep him under 50 yards in this game. This is why we're so hell-bent on this Bucs team whooping ass. So that's the keys of the game right there. On offense, simply run the rock, get the play action and rollouts going, get Evans opportunities because he will get those 1,000 yards. I think he will. Then on defense, simply load the box, play more man press jam, and put pressure on Bryce. That is as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. Again, there's nothing so much to articulate about. We're just here explaining. I'm here to tell you why the Bucs should go and take over. And then again, December is a very important month, guys. Dude mentioned it earlier. I wanted to mention it till later, but we want to be in our own destiny. And if we handle business today and a certain team with the Falcons fuck up, it's our time. And if you haven't already, like you said, check out my TikTok. I've already made the predictions on who I expect to win today. And I got the Falcons losing to the Chargers. I simply think that the Falcons don't have what it takes, and their lack of pass rushing is going to come back and bite them in the ass. So put this in perspective. The Bucs have 32 total sacks. I think the Falcons maybe have 10, which makes them dead last. 10 sacks at this point of the season is terrible. It's trash. And that's it's coming back to bite them in the ass. Kirk Cousins is doing okay, but as you can see, when Kirk is not playing the Bucs and playing a zone coverage or a cushion coverage, he's all right. He's who he is. So put it this way, Bucs. If you see that the Falcons lose today, which I think they will, that should give you so much extra motivation to knock the Panthers off early. You should be trying to put up 30 points in the first fucking half. You do, guys. If you put anything over, if you put 24 points on this team in the first half, they're going to fold. But to be on the safe side, go for 30. You can go for 30. You put 30 points on the board in half, Panthers are going to say, well, guys, we just here to play for dignity now. We don't need to be out here trying to do the most because it's over. So that is why I think it's imperative that the Bucs really stay focused. Again, what if this happens, guys? Think about it this way. If the Falcons fuck up, like I think they will, look at their schedule. They have to play the Chargers, the Vikings, Raiders, Giants, but then the Commanders. Three of those teams, I don't know. I don't think they're built for that. Now, mind you, the Chargers, I still think have a better defense where they can overwhelm this offense, but they go to Minnesota next week, and we see how they play. They want to keep up with the Lions and Packers. I don't see Atlanta winning that game. So, mind you, let's say if they lose and they're 6-7, and the Bucs go in there and we go in there and handle our business against the Raiders, Buck fans, we're back at number one of the division where we belong. And then our schedule still stays easier. Man. So look at it like this today. By 8 o'clock tonight, the Bucs and the Falcons can be tied at 6-6. That is what we're looking at. That would be a great outcome. Imagine that, y'all. But both teams are 6-6 by 8 o'clock tonight. Now the real pressure will go against the Falcons because now they would have to go into they got to go into Minnesota, and I don't see them beating a team like Minnesota. So for real, to be honest, for real, the Falcons they have to win either between the Chargers or the Commanders. Let's be honest. They have to win one of those games. And I don't think they will. I honestly think the Falcons they're just not ready yet. They're not. And here's the thing. That Commanders game is going to be super important because the Commanders don't want to continue to lose, because if they lose another game, the Bucs win out. If the Bucs and the Commanders tie, the Bucs automatically get in due to us beating them. We have the tiebreaker. See? So this is why it's going to be hard for the Falcons. They're playing teams that have a lot to prove. They have a lot going. They have a lot on the line, like the Bucs. And the Falcons, I don't think they're ready yet. I truly don't think they're ready. So this is why, Bucs, just get out there and whoop this team's ass today, please. It shouldn't be that hard. You know what? This is when I know it's victory, and I'm gonna really sit back and drink on this. If I see Kyle Trask get it in the fourth quarter, if I see Kyle Trask, there's like 8 minutes left, and Kyle Trask is in the game, that is when I will celebrate and go, oh, hell yes. Hell yes. That's when I know we're good. We're done. That's when I know, hey, guys, we won today. Just sit back and relax. Now, what would make the day super complete is if the Falcons lose, we beat the Panthers like we're supposed to. Oh, man. That sets it up. So let's just get out there and make that shit happen. And speaking of that, it's about Buck and Time. If you guys check it out on my YouTube channel, I did this on Thanksgiving. Happy Bucksgiving. These were all everything that I was thankful for. I was thankful for Levante David, for what he brings in this leadership to this defense. I'm thankful for the Bucs running game. I'm thankful for Bucky being here. I'm thankful for Sean Tucker. I'm thankful for Rashard White. I'm thankful for Mike Evans being healthy and being able to come back. I'm thankful for his presence alone that allows this offense to take it to the next level. I'm thankful that he has been here with us for his entire career, and I'm just thankful that he stuck it out with us. And of course, I'm thankful for Baker Mayfield. I am thankful for everything that he has done and for the dogfight he had in him. He belongs as a Buccaneer. So thankful for all these guys right now, and thankful for you guys out there listening and watching, because wouldn't be a show without you. I thank you guys for letting me rant, but I'm going to call it a day now because I got to get myself ready for the football games out there, and I know you all will as well. I want to give a shout out to everybody. I want to give a shout out to Eric Marino. Thank you. Russ Weeks, Christopher Cole, Michael Colwell. I want to thank you all for participating. You guys are awesome. And as always, again, guys, check me out on my YouTube channel. As he said, it's about Bucking Time. And I got merchandise on there. It's nice. The logo is sweet. And it's cold up here for everybody in the DMV area. I got a lot of hoodies and stuff that's going to be on sale. So you definitely got to cop those. And then also check AJ Turnup out on my TikToks and my Twitter. So you guys be easy. And as always, let's go Bucs and let's get this.
I don't know what to say, really. 3 minutes to the biggest battle of our professional lives. All comes down to today. Either we heal as a team, or we're gonna crumble. Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished. We're in hell right now, gentlemen. Believe me. And we can stay here, get the shit kicked out of us, or we can fight our way back into the light. We can climb out of hell. 1 inch at a time. Now, I can't do it for you. I'm too old. I look around, I see these young faces, and I think, I mean, I made every wrong choice a middle-aged man can make. I pissed away all my money, believe it or not. I chased off anyone who's ever loved me. And lately, I can't even stand the face I see in the mirror. You know, when you get old in life, things get taken from you. I mean, that's part of life. But you only learn that when you start losing stuff. You find out life's this game of inches. So is football. Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small. I mean, one half a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second.